What is up, folks? Briston Gaming back with another episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show where we help you figure out what mods are good for you. And as you can see this week, we have got a few easy, fun little mods we're going to go over. But before we jump into anything, I want to take a second to say thank you to everybody who has liked or subscribed on the content, because it does help out and it does mean a lot to me. But now, as you can see here, our first mod is called Incendiary Ammunition Mod by Algo88 slash Diablo Guy, or Diabloy, sorry. And what this does is it's a little mod that you put here on your weapon that gives like a 10% chance to catch an enemy on fire. It's not super high, but it does add just a little bit of like extra gameplay, and it adds a decent bit of damage. So if I come in here, you see that's at 36. If I take that out, it goes down to 33. So it adds a few points of damage, which, I mean, some people might not think that that whole 3 points is a whole bunch, but it does add a little bit, which is nice. But now, oop, I forgot to reload. That's my bad. Now we're going to shoot this nice lady and see, look at that. It caught her on fire. Now I'm going to go into God mode. So it, I didn't get a chance to see it. Now look at that. It actually is doing some, decent burn damage. It's 1 HP like a second or so, which might not seem like a whole hell of a lot, but if you're just, in like a big group of zombies like this and you're just like, oh crap, and you're shooting just as much as you can, that catching them on fire could really help you get away and do some decent damage to them too, which is something that I always love. Like, killed that lady there. I forgot to reload again. That's my bad, folks. Let's see. Nope, no more. Can we catch this little spider dude on fire? No. What about you, lady? If I shoot, nope, you're just gonna die. Okay. Well, as you guys saw, not every shot caught him on fire, but enough did to where it could make a difference, especially on a better gun than just this little level 1 pistol here. If you've got like a really good SMG or something like that, or a AK or a M60 or whatever, or even a shotgun, and you're going through clearing stuff, or you're killing a horde or fighting a horde, however you want to do it, this could make a difference to, really help you out. And you can even put these on some of the turrets and stuff that can accept mods, really make it even better. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next mod. Alright, folks, as you can see here, our next mod is called Almond's Turret Expanded by Almond Milk, and this is a really cool mod that adds in a bunch of different stuff to the game. Well, I say a bunch, but it adds in like 6 different things. So it adds in, well, 5 different things. So it adds in a heavy auto turret, M60 auto turret, a heavy shotgun turret, a sniper auto turret, and a turret workbench, to where it's just you come in here and you make your turrets and stuff like that. And now the cool thing with these is, like, these are actually a lot stronger than the vanilla versions, of course, but they also do fill in like slightly different gaps and stuff. Like, you've got just the vanilla versions here, but like you've got the sniper auto turret that's slow firing, but it does a lot of damage. So, it's really good for like a long range taking care, or like birds and stuff like that. Like, it's good for stuff like that. You've got a heavy shotgun turret here, which is really good for like tight corridors. Same with the M60 if you've got like a whole bunch of stuff that's just, you've got, depending upon how you build a base, like you can put these down to help clear out hordes as they come in to a tight corridor. You can sit back behind it and melee and just let this, shoot stuff if you get overwhelmed. And same with the M60 here. They're both really good. And then you've got a heavy auto turret, which is just like an upgrade of the regular SMG. And I've got these all here, and we're going to do just a little test real quick. But before we do, I'm going to turn on this generator. And then I'm going to lock the ammo for the heavy turret here. And then right out there, I'm going to spawn in, let's say, looking at us, we're going to spawn in a couple of, let's see, Zombie Arlene Radiator. Look at it. Look at it going. Does pretty good damage. I mean, it works pretty good. It does a lot better than the normals. But now we're gonna take a look at the sniper one, and we're gonna spawn in some more, just a couple more Arlenes. Oh, you see how they keep trying to fire? That's a little trick. If you don't want your turrets to fire, just unlock the ammo. Now look at that. See, look at it go. See, it's not super fast firing, but it's taking them out pretty good. It used less ammo than this one did, so it worked pretty good. Now we're gonna do the shotgun turret, And I'm gonna go ahead and unfreeze the AI before I spawn these guys in, just so that way they'll walk towards us a little bit. And then a couple Arlene's, there they go. Okay, I might have screwed that up, folks. Let me hey, you weren't supposed to come this way. Go back over there. I should have here, I'm gonna go ahead and unfreeze the AI. Hey, stupid. There we go. Hey, look at that. That did pretty good. That was a screw up on my part, folks. I'm sorry about that. It'll happen again, don't worry. I make little stupid mistakes like that all the time. And then now we do the M60 auto turret, again with a couple more Arlene's. Don't want them all that far out. Uh, and then M60, lock the ammo. And look at it go. Look at that. That thing just absolutely shredded them. And then we've got the regulars here. I'm not going to test the regulars. I just wanted you guys to see the upgraded versions of these. I really like these. I've actually used these a couple times on different kind of base setups and stuff. They work really well depending upon how you set them up. Like, I love having the heavy shotgun turret and the M60 auto turret kind of like one's designed for helping clear out a corridor. Like, I'll have zombies funnel in towards me, and then the shotgun turret will just kind of be beside me, just destroying them in case, I can't kill them all. And then I have this M60 auto turret as a fallback where it's like, oh crap, I'm getting overwhelmed. Throw up some stuff, turn around, run back. This will still continue to fire, and then the M60 will just help shred. I use the sniper to take out birds and stuff like that. Usually keep it up at a higher position, and then this is good for just kind of thinning a horde as it comes running towards you. So there's some really good stuff with these that you can do. Like, they're just a step above the originals, so you can really build a pretty fun horde base with this. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next mod. Alright folks, so as you can see here, our next mod is called AutoBots Revisited by Aramis and Snufkin, and this is a cool server-side mod. Oh, and that reminds me, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, the previous mod also has a server-side only version, which is really cool because, I love server-side only mods. But now, sorry, back to this one. So this mod, what it does is it revisits some of two of the auto miner and auto ammunition maker, because there was some stuff that was kind of wonky with them. They kind of quit working, but now they're back. So what you can do with this is the auto miner here. You put some augers in here, and you can actually mine up all these different stuff. I don't particularly like mining. I hate it, as a matter of fact. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind occasionally hitting, some shale and stuff like that to get stuff to make gas, but I don't like just sitting there making just going mining for crap to make ammunition and stuff like that. I don't like it. It annoys the piss out of me. I don't know why. But this is cool because you can sit here and there you go. Just 1,000 gas, and it's gonna give you 1,000. You can just sit here and do this with just all the different stuff that you need. You need clay, whatever. There you go. And this is cool because you can do this. If you have extra gas and stuff, you go ahead and sit there and you start the mining process going, and then you go do quests or go do whatever. Come back and bam, you've got your stuff. And this is the ammo maker, and it's you just put some ratchets in there, and then you have gunpowder and dukes, and then you can make the different kind of ammos that you need. And the cool thing is too is, like you see here, I don't know how to make these yet, so I can't make these yet. So you actually have to unlock the different kinds of ammunition in order to be able to make those things. So what you have unlocked, you can go ahead and make. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna craft up a whole bunch of 7.62. There you go. I'm gonna craft up some 9mm. There we go. It just takes gunpowder and dukes. And the cool thing is like late game, this is really beneficial late game. Instead of having to go mining and stuff constantly to be able to get stuff to make ammo, you can just use this because I don't know, I say it all the time. It happens all the time by late game, by Horde Night 20 or Horde Night 21 or even 28. Like, I start having just a ton of dukes and stuff like that, and not really a whole lot to do with them. So this helps. Like, instead of having to go farm brass and stuff like that, it just you get gunpowder as you're out questing and doing stuff, and you'll have just extra dukes laying around. Just come here, make yourself some ammo. Takes 30 minutes. You go do quests or whatever. Come back, bam, you're good to go. And the same as this. Like, it really it really helps out, early and late game stuff, because you're gonna have a plethora of stuff that you're really not gonna have anything to do with. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the last mod. All right, folks, as you can see here, our last mod is called the ACATV by Ascentium Tiger. Man, I hope that's how you pronounce it. I'm so bad with names. I say it all the time, but it's true. I don't know how to pronounce names. I'm surprised I can read most days. But this mod is super cool, and I know I say it all the time. Like, Ascentium Tiger makes really good mods. Like, my very first episode, I spent like 10-15 minutes going over Ascentium Tiger's vehicle mods. Like, the person does really good mods. I don't want to say guy because I don't know personally, but like, they make really good mods. Like, they covered a helicopter, I think a couple helicopters that they've done, just a whole bunch of different vehicles that they've worked on, and they do like a damn good job making vehicles. This thing just looks cool as hell, and the cool thing is it seats 5 people. So you can go out with 5 different people if you're playing in a big group and everybody has this installed. 5 people can ride in this monster. Now, it would be super cool if this thing fired. Like, if this gun could shoot, oh my god. I don't know if there's a way to make that happen. I don't think it's possible, but man, if there was a way to be able to make that happen, this would just be even so much better. Like, this thing is super cool. It spins and it flippy flips and does all kinds of cool stuff. Like, look at it going up on those 2 wheels there. Like, this is just a neat looking vehicle, and not only that, it has a really cool particle effect. Like, look at the exhaust there, shooting out flames. That's super cool to me. Like, I think Ascendium Tiger has done an amazing job on this. It's just super fun to drive around. I love driving around and just getting up on 2 wheels and see how long I can keep it there. Come on, you can do it. Ah, there we go. Ah, I hit a tree. But not only that, what is it for the horn? No, it's not space. Is it X? Yeah. That's just a funny little horn. That's funny to me. Like, I think they've just done. Ascendium Tiger has done just a really good job with this. Just made a cool vehicle that's just, really neat looking, really fun to drive around and play around with. But Ascendium Tiger has made really good vehicle mods for a long time. So, like, it's really no surprise to me. Run that guy over. But sorry, folks. I keep giggling like a little school child. Like this, I like playing around with this thing. But that is it for the week. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you had fun. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.